Hey guys, Brickman117, welcome back to the channel and my review of the Mega Construx Halo set, Banished Phantom. Hold on, is anyone else getting a feeling of deja vu? Hey guys, it's Brickman117, welcome back to the channel and my review of the Mega Construx Halo set, Banished Phantom. That's right, I remember now, just over 2 years ago I threw together this custom build of a Halo Wars 2 Banished Phantom just to gauge what level of interest there would be amongst the community for Mega creating their own official set. And you guys unanimously said,
yes please.
So Mega graciously answered the call, and 2 years later here I am reviewing the official Banished Phantom by Mega. So it's been a while since my last Halo review, so long so in fact that the company has been through a complete rebrand. So let's start by taking a look at what's changed. No longer are the company known as Mega Construx, previously Mega Blocks, they are now simply known as Mega. They have also completely changed the art style of the boxing for the Halo line. As you can see on the front of the box you have a very simple yet clear image of what you're buying, in this case the Banished Phantom. The background is incredibly plain but incredibly effective at showing you what you're actually going to buy. You can see they have their new Mega logo on the top left along with the Halo branding. On the bottom you have the Halo Infinite symbol to let you know this is a Halo Infinite set. On the top right, as it's a Halo Infinite set, it is a 2-in-1 build, of which you can view the instructions for the second build on the Mega Construx website. Bottom left they show you the suggested age range of 10+. The set comes with 1,214 pieces as a set number of HHC43 and the name Banished Phantom. Taking a look at the top of the box you can see more of that new branding in a huge bold Mega logo along with the 4 figures included in the set. On the right hand side of the box you have a huge image of Halo Infinite Chief, which I think looks absolutely fantastic, as well as an image of the Phantom. On the other side you get to view all 4 figures that are included with the set as well as the Phantom once again. And on the rear they show you an opened up version of the Phantom to show you what you can do with this set once it's built. They also show you what weapons come with this set in the top right, another image of the alternate build on the bottom left, and on the bottom right of the box they show you some other sets currently available in the Halo Infinite line. So all in all, I think this was a step in the right direction. I think the box art looks fantastic and the rebranding to simply Mega makes sense in my mind. So that's the box, but what about what's inside of it? Well, first of all, I won't be covering the alt build in this review. If you want to hear my thoughts on the alt build, you'll need to watch this video after. And if by chance you like speed builds and seeing how these things go together, you can see the speed build for both the Phantom and the alt build over on my alternative channel, Mega Builds, which I created purely for speed build videos. And so here it is, the Banished Phantom. So first things first, does it look like what it's supposed to look like? Well, unlike my custom build, which was based on the Halo Wars 2 Banished Phantom, this set is based on the Halo Infinite version of the Banished Phantom, which you can clearly see is a very different looking vehicle. So does it accurately and faithfully represent the source material taken from Halo Infinite? In my opinion, yes. I think they've absolutely nailed the look of this ship. A lot of people have commented on how boxy it is, how sturdy it is, and a very few other things about what they don't like about the build, but I don't think you can deny it looks like it does in the game. So you can't knock Mega for what it looks like. If you don't like the source material, that's on 343, not Mega. When it comes to exterior detailing, you can see that there are marker lights on all 4 corners of the vehicle. On the rear, they've repurposed these vent pieces in translucent blue to resemble the thruster outlets. And if we drop down to the back of the vehicle, you can see they've used more translucent blue wedge pieces to good effect. This build section around the back was a particularly enjoyable section for me. We have 4 printed tiles on the roof of the troop bay and 2 more on the roof of the cockpit. The 2 rear talons are able to be moved up and down, and underneath the front of the vehicle there is a dropout cannon, of which is very nicely moulded and concealed into the underside of the Phantom, which when on display goes completely unappreciated as you can't see much of this area of the build when displayed on a shelf. The air intakes from the old Pelican gunship have been recoloured in black and silver and repurposed to particularly good effect on the Phantom. The doors on either side of the troop bay can be lowered in 3 separate stages, the centre of which supports a buildable projectile launcher plasma turret, and the 2 doors either side have clips to hold spare projectiles and reversible stud pieces so figures can be easily placed on the edge of the doors. When it comes to accessing the interior, you can access the cockpit incredibly easy by just simply folding forward the roof section of the cockpit, which allows access to the single seat and highly detailed control panel. The troop bay is accessed by splitting the roof section. You simply pop the ball and socket joint and then either side of the Phantom fall away to either side, giving you unrestricted access to the interior, where you will find the exit hole for the gravity lift, and at the front a miniature holotable to stand your Eshram figure on. Taking a closer look at this holographic Eshram figure, you can see he comes complete with a matching holographic gravity hammer and has dark red paint detail on both his boots, thigh armour, shoulder armour, forearms, chest, front and back, as well as the groin piece as well. He also has white paint applications on the upper front chest armour, as well as his face for his goatee beard and the banished symbol in between his eyes. And it has to be said that the application of these paint apps is absolutely pin sharp and spot on. And the same can be said for the Brute Captain. Although he doesn't have as many paint apps, he still has red paint apps to the front and back of the chest armour, as well as the helmet, and again absolutely pin sharp. And if we remove his helmet, you can see we've got the standard Infinite Halo Brute head in a very light skin colour. And then next up we have the Jaeger Radomni figure, which again has some Halo Heroes level paint application on it, as well as a number of new armour moulds. Not to mention his posable mechanical arm complete with energy blade. And I've no doubt in my mind that many people will be buying this set purely to get that figure. And then finally we have Spartan Griffin, which comes with a dark grey undersuit and a mismatch of 2 very slightly different coloured greys for the boots and armour, one being more metallic than the other. And once again, I'm happy to report that the paint applications on the front of the chest armour, as well as the helmet and visor, are absolutely pin sharp and some of the best I've seen for a while. Weapons wise, aside from the energy sword and the gravity hammer, you get a rocket launcher, an assault rifle, a mangler, a ravager, and of course the Master Chief of the weapons world, a shock rifle. Shocking. You also get the 4 muzzle flash effect pieces, which can be interchanged between the assault rifle, shock rifle and mangler. And so that's the Halo Infinite Banished Phantom by Mega. So do I like it? Yeah, I do like it. Is it exactly what I wanted? No, I'm a bigger fan of the Halo Wars 2 Banished Phantom design, but that's not what's current. Halo Infinite is, so that's what we've got. Am I glad to have it in my collection? Of course I am. I think it does a great job of representing the in-game vehicle. It looks fantastic on the shelf, and it comes with 4 incredibly well executed figures. Is it perfect? No. It is slightly more studdy than I would like it to be, but that could just simply be a budget issue or a conscious design decision. It's also slightly smaller than I was expecting, and as others have mentioned, it can be fragile when being interacted with. Not so much of an issue for me, because it will spend its life on a shelf as a display piece rather than a toy being interacted with. But even if you are playing with it and it does come apart every now and then, they're building blocks. Just look at it as practice. So don't forget, if you want to see my thoughts on the alt build for this set, that video is now available on my channel. And if you'd like to see how this set sizes up against my custom Halo Wars 2 Banished Phantom, you'll want to stay tuned, because that video will be coming soon. But until then, as always, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.